So where is the man they call Woogie, one Carson Wentz? Matter of fact, where the hell's Joel Embiid? Dallas still stinks. Yo, by the way, King Dingbat here, and hope everybody's having a great day. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're hanging in there. All I gotta say is this: thank God for the Philadelphia Eagles. Thank God for the Philadelphia Eagles, because if it's any other team in Philly, especially that basketball team, I am suffering. I am going through nothing but hell. So thank God for the Philadelphia Eagles. I gotta tell you. And what I want to know today is, where the hell is Woogie? Where is Carson Wentz? He has been missing in action. Nobody's heard from him until today. Now, before we get into it, if you're new to the channel and you like the content, make sure you hit that like button. More importantly, make sure you subscribe to the most censored, the most fouled Eagles content creator in all of the internet. And if you've been subscribed for a while, I just want to thank you so much for all your support you give to me. It truly means a lot. And let me start this video off by saying this: Happy Mother's Day to each and every one of you mothers out there. Thank you for all the things that you do, all that you sacrifice for your children. We appreciate it so very much. Happy Mother's Day to my wife. Happy Mother's Day to my mother. Happy Mother's Day to my mother-in-law. Happy Mother's Day to each and every one of you mothers out there. God bless you. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful day. Now, I really did not feel like making a video. I really didn't, because I just finished watching Game 7, Sixers, Celtics. I hate the Boston Celtics with such a passion. It is like Dallas Cowboys level passion. It is like New York Giants level passion. I hate that team. Yet, whatever reason, we can never beat this stinking team. And it drives me nuts. It drives me nuts. And I'm just frustrated, man. I'm frustrated. What a crappy game by Joel Embiid and Harden. In the biggest moments, they came up small. They came up like Mark Homish. Jeez, so frustrating. Just ruins your day. Ruins your whole day. You had them in Game 6. You let them off the hook, and then guess what? You lose Game 7. Where Doc Rivers lost what? 10 straight Game 7s or something ridiculous like that. I know people don't like when I say this. I know it. And I have to get this off my chest. I'm sorry. But I just do. I know people don't like when I say it. They try to shoo it like it ain't nothing. But the Sixers screwed up. When they let Jimmy Butler walk, they screwed the hell up. I don't care what anybody says. I will always truly believe in my heart, if they have Jimmy Butler, they don't lose to Atlanta. If they have Jimmy Butler, they close Boston out in Game 7. I believe the Sixers have 2 titles if they had Jimmy Butler. I just think, we're going to hear for years and years that, the process doesn't work, this, that, and the other. Nah, it works. It works really, really good. You just have to make the right moves. And letting Jimmy Butler out of the building was the mistake. It's what the mistake was, and in my opinion, it's what's costing the Philadelphia 76ers now. You need a stone-cold killer. In the fourth quarter of a game, you need a stone-cold killer. You could go back to that Toronto game, Game 7. He didn't have the greatest game. He had a bum ankle. But when the fourth quarter came, Jimmy Butler started to make plays. And with 4 seconds left in that game, he tied it up. Jimmy Butler is a stone-cold killer. You need that. I also think that Jimmy Butler, he gets the best out of Embiid. Embiid came up small. There's no doubt about it. Now you're going to hear everybody wanting to trade Joel Embiid, send him to Miami or wherever, so that Miami can have Butler and Embiid and win multiple championships. I'm not trading Joel Embiid. I'm sorry. I don't care. He's got to figure it out. He's got to get better in big games. But right now, the Philadelphia 76ers are no better than the Dallas Cowboys. We're a team that can't get past the second round of the playoffs. It's disgusting and it's frustrating. But I ain't trading Joel Embiid. I'm telling you that right now. I ain't telling you because I know that's going to be the talk, and I ain't doing it. Ain't no way. But It's frustrating as hell, man. Damn. Just mad, man. I'm pissed off at that stupid game. You had that team game 6. You know, they had Atlanta, too. They had Atlanta, and it's like when the fourth quarter comes around, nobody steps up. Nobody. And that's why I like Jimmy Butler. Stone cold killer. And we let him out the building. Biggest mistake we made, I feel like we're still suffering because of it. That's just my opinion. You know, but I ain't giving up on Embiid yet. I ain't trade him. I know people want to, but I ain't trade him. Speaking of disappearing acts, where the hell has Carson Wentz been? Where is Woogie? Woogie, I have to come at you because I need to feel better about my Sixers. Where's Woogie been? The guy gets benched. He disappears. Why do we call him Woogie? You ever see Something About Mary? You ever see the show Something About Mary? It's very simple. Something About Mary, you had this character Woogie. Every time he went around Mary, he started to get stressed and started to get all these little dots all over his face. That's like Carson Wentz. He used to get all those dots all over his face when he would get stressed out and he would be near Nick Foles. It would happen all the time. So I call him Woogie. That's what he reminds me of. But the question is what's Woogie going to do? Because there's been a lot of talk that he's refusing to take a backup job. He doesn't want to take a backup job, but he was contemplating his retirement. He was contemplating whether he was going to even play in the NFL. Until today, we got a little bit of an update. Check this out. This was perfect timing on the update because I was going to do this video since Friday. But Dov Kleeman says, update, former Pound Eagles, Pound Colts, Pound Commanders quarterback Carson Wentz has received interest from NFL teams per Jay Fowler. He reportedly is now open to take starter or backup roles. Now he is ready. He is ready now to take up a backup role. How nice of him. How nice of him. I think Carson Wentz, if anybody needs to be a backup quarterback, it's him. He needs to be humbled. He really, really does, you know. But to me, I don't know, man. Talk about a guy that just fell off the face of the earth. 2017 MVP year. Looks like he's going to be a franchise quarterback long time. Gets hurt. Comes back from the injury. Has a couple bad years. But then he kind of gets it together. Goes into that playoff game versus Seattle. Boom. Concussion. Never was the same. Then he goes in the locker room. Howie Roseman comes down there with his Napoleon hat, his pocket pencil protector, his glasses, and he's saying, "You get your ass in the game right now." And Carson's sitting there throwing up, "Bleh, bleh, bleh," and his wife is over there on the side crying, "Ah, ah," and he's yelling and screaming at Carson. And at that point, that was it. Eagles and Carson were done. They were done. That's really happened. It's a true story. That's what it was reported. The HBO series is coming on HBO Max. I'm doing it. It's going to be a TV series. You'll see. You'll see. It's based upon that whole thing. But it looks like Carson Wentz is willing to be a backup. So question is, where does he end up? I think he should go to Dallas. I think he would be a perfect fit for the Dallas Cowboys. I recommend that he heads to Dallas. So hopefully Carson Wentz will be a Dallas Cowboy pretty soon. That would be nice. And the last thing I want to talk about, I'm still so pissed off about that game, man. I'm really, pissed off about that game. I feel sick. I feel sick. It's like I don't... Thank God football's coming. Thank God for the Eagles. Seriously, because, man, the Sixers, they just let us down. The Phillies, you know, Flyers, they have to be the stupidest franchise of franchises. Stupid franchise. I mean, they should have tanked years ago. Okay, back when they lost, they got swept by the Rangers. They should have tanked then, and they didn't. They hold their guys till they're 80 years old. You got skaters skating with canes. I mean, the Flyers are a mess. They piss me off too. Thank God for the Eagles, man. At least we got some team, some franchise that we can look up and say, they're going to deliver. They're going to deliver, you know? And listen, even DraftKings and you know, Vegas believes me when I say that the Eagles are going to deliver. According to DraftKings, the Eagles over-under this year is 11.5 wins. 11.5 wins. Now, I got blasted by some people, mainly Cowboy fans, who say that I said 14 wins is too much. It's ridiculous. I said the window is their floor, 11 wins. Their ceiling is about 15. DraftKings has them at 11.5 over under. I think that's beautiful. I'm taking over. That's easy take the over. I'm taking that. That's really high. It really is. Usually the Eagles are usually around 8 to 9. That's really high, 11.5. A lot of people are going to be taking under, I bet. I will definitely be taking over. But thank God for Eagles football. That's all I can say. Because, boy, this game put me in a bad mood today. It really did, really put me in a bad mood. So, it is what it is. But Carson Wentz is going to be a Dallas Cowboys quarterback pretty soon. And the Eagles have an 11.5 over-under. And then you got the Philadelphia 76ers still struggling from letting Jimmy Butler go. Now I'm going to go cry. With that said, take care. Talk to you later, of course. Don't be a dingbat. Remember, it's Howie Vision. We're all living in it, except for Joel Embiid. So here's an interesting matchup that was brought to my attention. PFF put the matchups of some of the best corners A.J.Brown is going to have to play against this year. He's going to have to play Week 6, Sauce Gardner. That's a tough matchup. Week 7, Jalen Ramsey. That's a tough matchup. Week 9, Trevon Diggs. That's an easy matchup. Week 12, Tre'Davious White. That's a tough matchup. Week 14, Trevon Diggs again. That's another easy matchup. And then Week 15, they got Tariq Woolen. Yeah, they got him. Not bad. Not bad at all. A.J. Brown, he should be able to produce against all those guys. And for some reason, if one of these guys like Sauce Gardner is doing his job, well, guess what? Devontae Smith, he's got 200 yards against you so far. What are you going to do about that? Denzel Washington out.